Hi, I'm Jill Huber. I'm here with SMG Source. We're here at Adweek Europe. Thank you, Matthew, for joining us today. Very kind of you.
Pleasure.
You were recently on a panel with Stewart, Easterbrook, our CEO, a CEO summit. Can you tell us a bit about that? What kind of themes you thought came out of that?
It's a fascinating discussion, and the first thing that struck me was our universal obsession with talent. Talent creating the future, and the need to create our own positive future rather than getting obsessed with austere Britain. We have an opportunity to create the growth by having bigger, better ideas. And I think the confidence that we all felt that while there's always pressure on prices and rates and so on, we have the opportunity with better thinking, better ideas, better collaboration across media owners, agencies, clients, to be able to create a growth future that excites all of us. That was really encouraging to see.
I totally agree with you. I think an event like Adweek actually is a really good timing with a celebration of what we do. Obviously, in the midst of some of the doom and gloom, it's really positive to see people like you and Stewart actually embracing, especially being in London, the opportunity we have ahead of us. So that, and the talent, I think, for all of us who work in companies, it's great to know that our CEOs are worried about that too and look at it. Obviously, you work in the outdoor industry, which some would say is one of the first forms of advertising. With the digital explosion, what kind of opportunities and challenges have you seen and are embracing?
You're right, we think it is the oldest medium, but actually I see myself as working in media rather than outdoor, because I think the opportunities that are exploding are how we interconnect with other media to make client brands more successful. So when we are able to see other media as either competitors or partners rather than just being in an out-of-home box, it's better for us, it's better for the client. A current example for us is mobile. So I personally believe that the future of the internet is mobile, and that gets us to be personal with the individual in the context of time and place where they are. Advertising on mobile is quite hard. I think engaging can be good, but advertising is hard. The consumer doesn't really give you permission to use their bandwidth and their screen to advertise too aggressively at them. What we do know is that outdoor is the best driver of mobile search. So I think there's a great pairing coming up there between outdoor is a wonderful creative medium where people can unashamedly advertise, complete permission from the consumer to do that, but then drive that through integration with mobile. For example, we've got 10,000 sites with NFC tags and QR codes. The idea being you can go straight from the big brand idea on the poster into an immersive, engaging experience on the mobile phone. It's very personal, it's very sensitive to context, time and place, and I think that's the kind of new dual screening in the same way that people commonly use tablets or laptops with TV. I actually think as the internet evolves to be mobile-led, outdoor will be the partner medium.
I think we talk about it as in terms of mobility, and it's just everything's about that on a pure mobile sense. What do you think about 4G? How do you think that's going to change things for you?
I think 4G is going to be great for the consumer. I think we need to perhaps see some more realistic pricing, and then it will take off. It will help all of us, I think, untether. So this gives more potential for the engagement that I talked about on smartphones to be unleashed. And I think a lot of it will then make creativity the heart of it. The technology in itself doesn't change anything. What it does is create potential for creative people, either ad creatives or media creatives, to find new ways to engage with people. A lot of it will clearly be around video, perhaps even two-way video. But I think what's special about mobile is the time, place, specificity, the context for the person that you don't get on a desktop or laptop experience.
Absolutely. One of the things, we had a session on Monday, and what was strong about that came out was partnerships. Obviously for you, working with media agencies, how do you find that partnership evolving and developing from probably the more traditional where it worked 5 years ago?
We talk about partnership, it's perhaps the first thing. I'm not sure we would have done 5 years ago. And it is part of the core of our proposition. It's easy to talk about, it's harder to do. But I think if you ask around the industry, it is one of the things that we're proud to be known for, is absolutely, if somebody wants to come and buy 4,006 sheets off us, we're delighted to sell them. But actually what we'll prefer to talk about is what's the client's problem? What's their business problem? What are they trying to solve in communication? How can we help the agency have a better idea to do that? That makes us look good, makes the agency look good, because it solves the client's problem.
And do you find media agencies are coming to you much sort of further earlier in the process than they used to be, and talk about sharing their clients' challenges and consumers? Are you actually seeing agencies respond to that and deal with that?
I think so. There is more to do, if I'm honest. We'd always love to get the briefs earlier upstream, as everybody would, but I'm definitely seeing a shift. And the earlier people talk to us, the better a result that we're all able to achieve, and we're happy to, we reciprocate. When we're involved early, we can put in the effort to come up with some great creative ideas that then helps the agency win better results for the client, which really suits everybody.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, great pleasure.